Okay, guys, welcome to this next part, and we are almost done. There's still a lot to do. There's rigging also, or not. We'll see. But first, I just want to finish this character. So first thing I want to do is to connect the hands with the forearm. And the reason why it was weird at the beginning of the previous tutorial is because I had the symmetry off. So that's why the fingers were off. So I would want to fix a few things. I want to straighten this forearm here, and I also want to make it slimmer again, even more, like this. And now let's move this like this. Yeah, let's straighten this part a bit. Yeah, something like this should be fine. So let's connect it, and also let's connect the fingers. I think it should be fine. So let's connect them, Ctrl J, and let's connect the palm with the forearm, Ctrl J. Yeah, and first we have to apply the mirror modifier of the palm, so apply it. Select the arm, click Ctrl J, and let's I think we can merge it with the head also. So let's select the body and the head, click Ctrl J to merge it together. And now we want to use the remesh. Let's see how much detail did we lose. Okay, a bit. So 0.01 is nice. I'll just fix the details. So I'll just draw the line here. I'll just use the pinch brush, make it closer, like this, and also here on the nose. And let me enable the shortcut. Oh, okay, it's on. Okay, nice. Okay, so let's see what else. Let's go to the sculpting mode so it will be easier for me. And let's smooth out the neck. Okay, I smoothed everything out, and we can click Alt. If you go to sculpt mode and you click on the slash on your numpad, you can separate your mesh so it will be visible only the mesh that you want to sculpt. So now I want to smooth out everything basically. Let's see the back. Here we can smooth this out. And also behind the ear, let's smooth it out also. Like this, the top of the ear. Nice. Let's smooth out this part a bit because it looks weird, even though it will not be visible. Let's move out here this part, and I decided that I want the hands to be smaller, so I'll select this part and move it closer to the character, like this. Yeah, something like this should be fine. Yeah, so let's move out also this. We can connect it better with the crease brush. So let's draw it, use strips, and let's move it out. Let's smooth out this part, and the inside, let's draw a few strips also, and let's smooth it out. Let's check the front. Yeah, it's nice. And we can, I think we can crease it a bit like this. And let's use the clay strip to make it flat like this. Let's see the front. Yeah, it's nice. Let's merge the fingers. Let's add the clay strip here and smooth it out like this. Let's draw the bumps here. Like this. Let's make this middle part a bit indented. So let's, like on the normal hand. So I just indent it and I just move it out. So I use the inverse clay strip and I smooth it out. And now I use the normal clay strip to mark where this bumps should be. Like this, yeah. And it's good enough. Here I want to make the connection with the thumb better. Like this. And as you can see, we have weird connections here, like, and we can't really delete it right now, but we can delete it later. And it will be very hard, I think. But we can try to use the clay strip, but as you can see, it already connects with it, because when we remesh it, it thinks that it should connect this part with this part. And that's why we have this weird intersections here. So for now we will leave it. It's not visible, at least not that much. And we'll come back to it later. And we can add the bumps here by drawing with clay strip and then smooth it out. Okay, let's see from the front. Let's use the Sculpt draw maybe to have this weird bumps here. And in the middle part, we will use the inverse clay strip, inverse Sculpt draw to make the peaks, not peaks, I don't know. Something like this, and we then smooth it out. Yeah, basically something like this is fine. I know it's not the perfect hand, but it's enough, like it's fine. Let's play with the shapes a bit, like this, yeah. Okay, I think this is nice. Let's bring back the t-shirt by clicking the slash button. Or if you don't have it, click Alt-H. So we have our character almost done, which is perfect. I'll just move out the neck part a bit. Yeah, something like this is fine. Yeah, I think, guys, that we have... oh yeah, eyebrows. So let's... I mean eyelashes. So let's select the bottom eyelash. Let's go to the edit mode, but first we have to go to layout. And I want to select this front line of edges. So it will go from this line, and let me click Control left mouse to select this whole line here. And I just want to select one more line that is hidden. And the thing I want to do is to click E And what it will do, it's basically it will extrude it, but we want to separate it. So now we click P and we click separate by selection, and that's how we separated our mesh. And now it's on a different mesh. You have to select it. It is called sphere 0.002. You will have it different, I think, but once you select it, you can click. You can first. I want to delete a few things, so delete the solidify modifier. We'll add it later, and we'll lift up subdivision. So now click A to select all, and click E to extrude it, and then right click to cancel it. And now we want to click S to scale it up, but remember, have this off because it will destroy your scaling. So click S to scale it up, and we can move it. And I think yeah, it should be a bit smaller, so let's scale it down. Let's move it closer to the head, something like this should be fine. Yeah, something like this, I think it's fine. And now select this first line and let's extrude it towards the inside, and let's scale it down so it will match with the eye, and let it go just inside the eye basically. And now you can add the subdivision surface modifier. We already have it, so let's add the solidify modifier, which will add the thickness to it. And nothing is wrong here. If you double click A and you click Ctrl Shift N, it should recalculate the normals, so the faces are looking in the right direction, and it should fix your solidify modifier. And let's see how it looks. I think it's too big, so let's go back to the edit mode and let's scale it down, and let's move it up a bit. So you have to play with the shapes until you get something that you like. Yeah, I think something like this is something. It's what I aim towards. So I will have him look like this, and maybe, yeah, I think it's fine. Now I'll select it, and I just want to shade it smooth. So right click, click shade smooth, and let's save our file. And let's play with the hair now. Okay, so now let's sculpt the hair, and we will be done with our character. Then we can start basically, I think, rigging it. Oh, let's fix this part. So let's go to the sculpt mode, and I'll just smooth out and add more clay here, like this. Yeah, it's fine now. Let's go to the object mode, let's go to hair, and let's go to sculpting. Yeah, now we are in the sculpting mode. I want to make this part a bit sharper, like this. Yeah, and it looks good. Now we want to remesh it again to make it smaller. So 0.02, let's see. Maybe 0.15. Yeah, 0.15 is nice. And now let's add more details basically. I'll just mark where the edges were. And let me disable the mirror because the hair is not symmetrized. It's not symmetrical. So let's draw the crease where we want it. Like this. And I'll just follow the path that I made before. So I will refine everything. and I'll smooth out the parts that are quite visible that there's a quad there. So I'll just move everything out here and I'll redefine it again. Let me disable the how was it called? The pressure sensitivity. So now let's use the crease brush. Let me smooth out this part and also this part. And now let's use the crease brush to redefine the cuts. Okay, so I think I redefined everything. So now I just want to fix few shapes, make them more nice. So I just use the grab brush. Okay, let's see from the front. Yeah, it's quite nice. And now I just want to use the the inverted crease brush to make some highlights. So I want to make some sharp edges. Like this. Or no, I think maybe with him it's not that good to use these sharp edges. Let me see. Let me move it back. Let me see. Okay, maybe this part is nice for sharp edge, like this one. So I'll just use the inverted crease brush and also the pinch modifier to pinch it nicer. And also the crevices, I will pinch them also. And let's use the crease brush here. Here. Okay, so now let's see where else can we add this nice sharp edge. Here I want sharp edge. Let's see from the front. Okay, so let me fix. I want this to be more bumpy here, like this, and this will go a bit down. This will go up a bit, like this. Yeah, very nice. And from the side, I just want to make this pop out a bit. Just move it out like this. And let's see the front. Yeah. And we can use the scrape brush to make a few parts flat, like this one. Here also, to make it flat, like this, and this part also. Let me see the front. Yeah, let's use the pinch brush here. And crease brush here. We need to separate it and pinch it here. Also, maybe here. Let's see. It doesn't look good, so let's move this part out. Let's crease this here, and let's add a sharp edge here with the crease brush, and it will go somewhere here. And let's use the pinch again. So it's very repetitive process, but it gets your hair done very nicely. And the back is not that important because no one will see it, so we can just add some detail like this, but we don't really care. So for the hair, I think like this is almost done. Let me sharpen this part a bit like this and use the scrape to flatten this part out like this. Let's flatten also this one. And let's smooth it out. And yeah, I don't like this part here, so I'll try to make the crease start from here basically. And let's move this part a bit down like this. And something like this is okay for me. So yeah guys, I think we are almost done with the hair. It's quite weird, very weird, especially this part, which okay, let's add some more hair here by using clay strip. Okay, something like this should be fine. but this part was really weird. But I think something like this should be fine, and it's more than enough for render. And aside, on the side, we can flatten this part and also flatten this a bit and smooth it out. And we can generally flatten everything here and use the pinch brush to pinch it closer to each other, like this. Let's move this up a bit, like this. Let's see from the side. This part should be more closer to each other, like this. And yeah, I think we are done, guys, with the hair. Let me just move it out like this, and we are done with the hair. Very nice. Let me flatten this. Yeah. Okay. And from here, from this side, I'll also move it closer, like this. So the hair is done, guys, and our character is basically done, and you can be proud of yourself. And let me check the time. Okay, I will add also the eye. So let's select basically select the character and right click and click shade smooth, so it will shade smooth. And now I want to add the eye pupil. So this time we will add it physically, so it will not be a render. So you just go to the edit mode and basically select this outer ring, the middle one, and this one, and we want to duplicate it. So click Shift D, and we want to separate it by selection, so it will be a separate mesh now. And we want to add a shrink wrap modifier and select the eye as a shrink wrap object. Wait, here, okay. And now let's shape it. So we want to make it pop out, so we want to add a solidify modifier also. So let's add it now. And offset is wrong, so we will use this offset. As you can see that yeah, he looks weird, and the reason why is because his eyes are too close to each other. So select everything in edit mode, so go to edit mode, and if you want to see the solidify, just click this mesh here, so you can see the vertices that it created. So now you can just move it more to the right, I think, like this. Let me see. Move it more to the it deforms it, but his eye should be something like here. No, something like here, I would say, but a bit bigger. They should look straight, not okay, something like this is fine, and they should look straight. So let's unhide this part so you can see the actual geometry, and we want to rotate it so it will match more with the sphere. So rotate it on the z-axis like this, and we can move it closer to our eye so it will match better. And I think we can scale it down, move it more to the left like this, and I think this is quite nice. And let's add the pupil by selecting this ring and this ring. And I want to let me think, guys. I think let's select everything. Or not. Okay, let's select this part and the middle part, and let's click E to extrude it. Or not. No. Okay, guys, I think. Okay, let's Control Z. Okay, so from the beginning, because I lost myself. So select this middle part and select the outer ring. Click E, right click, and click P to separate it. So now we have another mesh, and this time we want to select the shrink wrap to be our. Oh, yeah, okay. It's weird. Okay, so move back, go back. Okay, guys, so select the middle vertex and the ring that is outside of it, and click Shift D to duplicate it, and we want to separate it by selection. And now select this new mesh, and we want to change the target of our shrink wrap to be this bigger eye. I don't know, the iris, I think. And we want to change the, let me see, is it offset? Oh. Okay, so we change to sphere 003. Now select this new one. I think we have to move it in edit mode more to the front. So move it more to the front of the character, like this. And rotate it on the Z-axis to match more with the iris. And thanks to it, it will correctly shrink on our iris. So this is too big. I think it should be 0.005. And yeah, this kind of thickness is nice. Let's move it closer to the eye. Let's rotate it a bit. And let's see. Yeah, something like this is fine. And you can change it, of course. You can even make it bigger. Move it up. And I will do it. I think something like this is fine. And I will change the thickness of this one too, so I will change it to 0.05. No, 0.005. Yeah. And it's nice. So we have our eye, guys. So let's save our file, and we have our basic character. So maybe let's add the colors for it, so it will be better.